What's going on, everyone? So, Bradley Beal potentially coming to the Lakers, still very much an option. He is yet to be bought out. He's probably, depending on when you're watching this video, because this video is coming out kind of late, so either today or tomorrow, depending on when you're watching this video, after Tuesday, July 15th. More likely than not is when we'll get our answer on Bradley Beal, when we'll hear about Bradley Beal getting bought out or not, because the Phoenix Suns are waiting. He has like a contract stipulation where he's going to get roughly $13 million. So they're kind of waiting for that to get paid out, waiting for that to clear, and then they'll work and finalize the buyout and all that stuff. And the Lakers are still one of those teams that are in the mix for Bradley Beal. A lot of people think the Clippers, a lot of people think the Milwaukee Bucks, but the Lakers were his preferred destination via trade and has been kind of the place he's wanted to go to for years. So you would think that, like, hey, if he's going to get bought out and his preferred trade destination was the Lakers, well, then you probably want to sign with the Lakers. But there is this question of, like, okay, you have Austin Reeves, there's some redundancy, right? You're adding another guy that's best with the ball in his hands. Now, he is better off ball than basically every guard we have. So he is a guy that, if he's willing to kind of accept that kind of more off-ball role, I do think could be very impactful, but you could make that argument with a team like the Clippers, the Milwaukee Bucks, all that stuff. Milwaukee's probably the best place for him because you get to go to the East. On top of going to the East, that's wide open and gives you a chance to win, right? He could slot in as that like primary scoring role alongside Giannis, right? Like he could take over the Dame role. And I do think Bradley Beal could get back to being a 23-5-5 guy. I mean, we're not that far removed from him being a 30 to 31 point a game guy. It's just, again, I think Bradley Beal is a product of his environment, right? He went to an organization that just didn't need him. He was the third option, the odd man out, and had two other guys that played the exact game he did. Right? At least with the Lakers, like you can do different things. Like LeBron wants to play more off ball, so Bradley Beal could kind of be more on ball when LeBron's on the court and kind of operate as that scorer kind of playmaker type thing. You can even kind of do that with Austin Reeves, kind of let Bradley Beal and Austin Reeves have that two-man attack. Like, you could get creative, right? Because at least like Reeves and Bradley Beal kind of play the same position. That's concerning. But like Luka and Beal, like, yes, there is some redundancy as both guys want to look to score and have the ball in their hands, but you can kind of have that balance with them. Same thing with LeBron, especially wanting to play more off ball. It's just kind of Reeves and Beal. Like, in those two kind of mesh well. But you could kind of have it to where one is always on the court, or, maybe have Reeves kind of more in the playmaking role when Beal is on the court alongside them. So you kind of have that guard thing. Again, you can get creative. But there is this narrative, pretty much pushed by, was it Fox Sports 1, about the Lakers being an NBA championship contender. Like, Bradley Beal is the missing piece. Lakers get Bradley Beal, they give him the championship trophy now. And I don't know about that. I would love Bradley Beal. Right? I think Bradley Beal makes the Lakers better, without a doubt. One of the Lakers' biggest issues last year was bench production. Lakers were terrible off like bench-wise. They were one of the worst benches in all of basketball. Bradley Beal alone solves that. I mean, despite the bad fit, all the questions, blah, 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 right, with him, he still was a 4-4 guy off the bench on like 50% shooting. Like, the guy is still, even in a place where he was a total redundancy and just the weirdest fit imaginable, still managed to be a 4-4 guy. So, I mean, that alone off the bench would be fantastic for the Lakers, right? And again, kind of solves a lot. And there is the potential that, like, he is the, because he's a guy that could go off, he go get you 30 on any given night. He's a guy that could win you a playoff game, right? Like, he could potentially be the difference maker in a series, right? Like, so I'm not saying, like, it's not like crazy, but I don't think it's that, like, just kind of black and white. Okay, I think Bradley Beal, again, raises the ceiling. And I've talked about it, right? To me, it's the culmination of moves that kind of, like, Lakers are, a good team, and then it's like, okay, Luka's ready to show everybody, right? Flip everybody the bird and be the best guy in the league. Okay, and then you add in, Jake LaRavia, you add in DeAndre Ayton, right? You add in, Bradley Beal, you add in Al Horford, you add in, another year of chemistry, better coaching, like, and you just, all of a sudden, it's like, oh, Lakers are one of the best teams in basketball. If you're somebody that doesn't believe the Lakers are a contender right now, then Bradley Beal's probably not going to change that. If you're somebody that thinks the Lakers are a contender right now, then Bradley Beal just further adds to that. To me, I think that the Lakers have the potential to be a contender. I think the Lakers are going to be a lot better than people think. Like, I think Lakers are probably going to win. They're probably going to be the best offense in all of basketball. They're probably going to win 55 games. And everyone during the regular season is going to be crying about how the Lakers, Luka and DeAndre Ayton just fell into the Lakers' lap. Oh, the NBA's rigging. Where right now, Lakers are trash and all this other stuff. I think the Lakers are going to surprise a lot of people. However, my concern is come playoff time and the lack of defense. Now, it's very possible that might not even matter, right? Denver winning their championship was proof of that. Now, that was more of an outlier than the norm, but they were 15th in defense during the regular season and the second worst in the playoffs. And they won a championship. And I mean, like, walked through a championship, right? The closest anyone came was the Phoenix Suns, and it took Devin Booker shooting 71% or whatever from the floor, which never happened before and has never happened since, and they still got steamrolled, right? Like, so it just, again, there is the potential that the Lakers are just so good offensively, such a well-oiled machine offensively, that teams just can't stop them, right? Because you gotta be able to stop the Lakers, right? And yes, you could argue like, but offenses have to be able to generate enough scoring in order to outscore the Lakers. Now, I don't like the approach of outscoring, of just like, hey, what's your win rate? It's outscoring teams. I don't really like that. But, Bradley Beal would kind of add to that. To me, I look at Bradley Beal as that insanely low risk, high reward. It's the value in Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal is a guy that he is worth much more than the price you're getting him for. If you get him on a biannual exception, right, he's worth at least, however you feel about Bradley Beal, he's at least a $20 to $30 million guy, especially with the going rate. Right? I don't think he's, a $60 million guy anymore, but he's easily, 20, like half of that, right? And you're getting him for $5 million, you do that all day. Right? To me, it's one of those things, it's one of those things that you do and you figure it out. Right? It's so low risk, high reward, you figure it out. And it also gives the Lakers now the potential to make other moves and do other things, right? And now you kind of have Bradley Beal. And look, if I'm Bradley Beal, I'm looking like, you don't think I can outplay Austin Reeves? Like, watch. Like, get me and him in a training camp and watch me bust him up all training camp. And then you'll be begging me to start, right? Like, if I'm Bradley Beal, that's how I'm looking at it. Right, whether that becomes true or not. If I'm Bradley Beal, I'm like, dude, like, Austin Reeves isn't starting over me, right? Like, I'll prove it, right? But watch, type thing, right? And again, whether that becomes true, we'll see, right? But I look at Bradley Beal as, again, an additional piece that has the factor, right? It is something that could, like, maybe Bradley Beal is that difference maker. Right? You get to the playoffs, and it's like, Lakers always have 2 or 3 guys that can go just light you up. Right? At that point, it's like Lakers have like 7 guys that get you 20 plus on any given night. Right? Good luck slowing them down. And maybe the Lakers are just that well-oiled machine. And Luka and Ayton I think Luka and Ayton are going to be the best duo in all of basketball as far as like percentages and points per possession goes, right? PPP. I think that is, Ayton was 4th in pick and roll efficiency without Luka. Number 1 was last year? It was Cade Cunningham and Jalen Duren. Luka Doncic is better than Cade Cunningham, and DeAndre Ayton is better than Jalen Duren. Like, they're probably going to be the best offensive play in all of basketball. Right? Add in LeBron James, add in, if Austin Reeves kind of, fit in better and improve better and whatnot, right? Really, come playoff time, we need him to show up. But again, like, even that Minnesota series, right? Like, what happened? What does that series look? I know, like, we didn't have a center on us, but what does it look like if Austin Reeves is the Austin Reeves we saw in the regular season, right? Like, what if, like, that back-end Austin Reeves ends up showing up come playoff time, right? And he was doing that with Luka and LeBron on it. He just became, like, a shell of what he was, right? Like, that might have been a different series, right? And then they're beating the Warriors, right? So, again, like, now they're in the conference finals. Well, now you add in Bradley Beal. So if Austin Reeves is just like cheeks out there, yeah, at least you have Bradley Beal. Like, hey, Austin, this isn't your series, my guy. Like, we're getting killed out there with you. Bradley Beal, let him go. And all of a sudden, it gives you that other guy. So yes, maybe that could be the difference maker. Right? What if the Lakers had Bradley Beal in place of Austin Reeves last playoffs? Right? Like, maybe the Lakers end up winning that series because Bradley Beal's giving you 20 a night. Right? Like, I don't know. Right? A lot of the things with this Lakers team, we're not going to really know until we get on the basketball court. Like Jake LaRavia talked about how he's much improved defensively and might be that legit 3-and-D guy. A dude Thero, what does he look like? Right? There's just so many potential factors that can go into play with this team and this roster that could maybe elevate this team to contention status. Maybe Bradley Beal is just that other piece that really maybe does put you over the top. I just don't like... I think the Lakers are better with Bradley Beal. I just don't think that they're like so much better. Like, that's it. Like, hand him the trophy now. Right? I still worry. Again, regular season, like, you can outscore teams in regular season. Right? If Lakers are the best offense in the league by far, you know who did that? Sacramento a couple seasons ago. Right? Sacramento was by far the best offense in all of basketball. It was the 2 seed. Right? Like, the Lakers can do that. Every year there's a team like that. Right? I mean, Houston couldn't score. They just were able to hold everybody defensively. Like, you can win a lot of games during the regular season by being good at just one side, or elite at just one side of the basketball. Right? So the Lakers are like the best offense in all of basketball by a large margin. They're going to win a lot of games and they're going to be really good. But I worry come playoff time. And I don't think Bradley Beal, he doesn't fix the defensive side of things, right? He makes the ceiling offensively higher, right? Because if anybody has an off night, you can throw in Bradley Beal, right? Like if Rui's just throwing up clunkers out there, right? Boom, put in Bradley Beal. Yeah, you're smaller, but like, good luck stopping us. Right? And then same thing with like, you're not going to outscore us type thing. That's kind of where I look at this. But let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. So we enjoy these types of videos and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.